You think you're ready for anything? You got your 72-hour kit, your emergency water purification tablets, your Mylar blanket. Well, think again, survival junkies, because today we're blowing the lid off the most underrated, most powerful, and most ridiculously convenient disaster preparedness item known to humanity. And it's probably right in your hand right now. That's right, folks, we're talking about your phone. But it might not be for the reason that you think. Okay, so settle down. All you flint and steel is live purists, I know what you're thinking. My phone in a disaster? What am I gonna do, scroll TikTok while the world ends? And to that I say, well, maybe, but alas, so much more. For years, we've been drilled with the essentials. Food, water, first aid, shelter, all critical, don't get me wrong. But in our modern, connected, and potentially unconnected world, the humble iPhone has quietly evolved into a Swiss Army knife of survival. And honestly, it's got more blades than a Swiss Army knife, a better flashlight, and it won't accidentally stab you in the thigh when you try to get the tweezers out. So we're going to dive deep into why this little slab of aluminum and glass isn't just good for emergencies, it's often your best line of defense. And no, this isn't sponsored by Apple, though if you're watching, my DMs are open. Tim Cook, call me. So let's start with the obvious, yet often misunderstood superpower, communication. But what if the cell phones are down? I can hear you cry from your bunker. Well, valid point, but modern iPhones are smarter than you think. Now, this is a game changer. If you're out in the wilderness or if local cell infrastructure is obliterated, your iPhone 14 or later can literally send SOS messages via satellite. No signal? No problem. This isn't just for getting rescued from a mountain hike. Imagine a widespread grids down scenario. Being able to ping emergency services, even if it's just a text, could be life-saving. It's not for chit-chatting with your aunt, but for I'm in serious trouble and need help right now. It's invaluable. And let's be honest, your aunt probably wouldn't appreciate a satellite text message anyways. She prefers MySpace. Now, if landlines are down, but local internet is still kicking, or if you have Starlink like we do, or maybe you can find a Wi-Fi hotspot, think of like libraries or coffee shops, your iPhone can still make calls and send messages. It leverages existing infrastructure that might be more resilient than cellular in some localized disasters. In a real emergency, preserving battery is paramount. iPhones have excellent low power modes that restrict background activity, giving you hours, even days of extra standby time. This means that you can keep that vital line of communication open for longer, even if it's just to check for a signal periodically. Okay, so you can call for help, great, but what if you're lost or power's out and you can't find your way to the bathroom without tripping over your cat? Well, this is where your iPhone transforms from a communication device only into a veritable navigational and illumination beacon. The flashlight, I know, we all use it, but how many of us consciously think of it as a crucial emergency tool? It's bright, it's always with you, and it's surprisingly durable. No more fumbling around for a dusty flashlight with corroded batteries. Just swipe down, tap, and poof, let there be light. Offline maps. Now, this is huge. Before a disaster strikes, download offline maps of your area, escape routes, and potential rendezvous points. Google Maps, Apple Maps, Maps.me, and many apps allow this. Even without a cell signal, your iPhone's GPS will still work. I mean, guessing that these satellites are still working, but still, showing you exactly where you are and how to get where you need to go. Imagine evacuating, roads blocked, and you need to find an alternate route. Your iPhone with its downloaded maps is your personal always-on digital compass and cartographer. That means mapping person. Now, this is not just for figuring out if your picture frame is straight. In a survival situation, knowing your cardinal directions can be vital for navigation, even if you're just trying to keep oriented while walking through unfamiliar territory. The built-in compass app is surprisingly accurate. So you can see where you're going and you can find your way there, all in one pocket-sized device. So take that, bulky headlamps and paper maps that get soggy in the rain. So what's the first rule of first aid? Besides don't panic and don't make it worse, it's often know what you're doing. And in a high-stress emergency, remembering complex medical procedures is tough. Enter your iPhone, your portable first aid manual and medical records keeper. This is perhaps one of the most underutilized features. Set it up in your medical ID in the health app first. First responders can access critical information from your lock screen, allergies, medical conditions, and emergency contacts without even unlocking your phone. This could literally save your life if you're unconscious or unable to speak. Download reputable first aid apps before disaster. The American Red Cross has excellent ones. These apps often work online and can guide you through everything from treating a cut to performing CPR. Imagine needing to splint a broken arm or treat a burn. Having step-by-step instructions at your fingertips, even without signal, is priceless. So similarly, download preparedness apps from FEMA or your local emergency services and even weather alerts. Many of these have offline resources, checklists, and information about local shelters or evacuation routes. Knowledge is power, and your iPhone can be a library of critical information in your pocket. So this little device can literally be the difference between making an informed decision and panicking. And let's be real, in an emergency, we all need a little digital handholding. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Entertainment in a disaster? This guy's lost his ever-loving mind. But hear me out, friends. Morale is crucial in a long-term emergency or evacuation scenario. Boredom, anxiety, and fear can be just as debilitating as a physical injury. Download some games, ebooks, podcasts, or audiobooks before a stuff hits the fan scenario. If you're stuck in a shelter waiting out a storm or just need a mental break from chaos, your iPhone can provide a much-needed distraction. It's not about ignoring reality, it's about preserving your mental health. So a simple one, but powerful. Seeing photos or videos of your family, pets, or cherished memories can provide comfort and a sense of normalcy in a truly abnormal situation. Your iPhone is a digital photo album, always with you. Nothing lifts spirits like music. Create some emergency playlists of your favorite tunes. Even if it's just for a few minutes a day, plugging in those headphones and escaping into sound can be incredibly therapeutic. Just make sure they're downloaded because Spotify isn't going to stream during a blackout. Don't underestimate the power of a good distraction to keep spirits up. A little bit of digital escapism can go a long way in a stressful situation. And honestly, who wants to play charades with strangers in a shelter? Okay, listen, the elephant in the room, or rather, the dead battery in my pocket. All these amazing iPhone features are useless if your phone is a brick. This is where you do need some traditional preparedness thinking. Invest in good quality, high capacity power banks. Get several and keep them charged. Solar charging power banks are also an excellent form for long-term outages. Think of them as your iPhone's life support system. This is non-negotiable. A car charger. If you have a vehicle, a car charger is a lifesaver. Even if you're not driving, you can run your car for a bit to charge your phone and power banks. Just don't do it in an enclosed space unless you're trying to add carbon monoxide poisoning to your list of disaster challenges. Or if you have an electric vehicle like a Tesla, they can charge accessories even without driving at all times. Hand cranked and solar chargers. For truly extended outages, a hand crank or small solar panel charger can provide trickle charging to keep your phone alive for critical tasks. They're slow, yes, but reliable when all else fails. Think of it as old school tech meeting new school needs. Water is the enemy of most electronics. A good waterproof case isn't just for taking cool underwater selfies. It's essential for protecting your lifeline during floods, heavy rain, or even just accidental spills in a chaotic environment. Also, if you have things like recent iPhones or Androids, some of them are protected for a little bit of water, but just not submersion. These peripherals are a crucial bridge between your iPhone's incredible capabilities and its Achilles heel, power. Just don't skimp on these. They're like the sidekicks to your superhero iPhone. So you're convinced, right? Your iPhone is your new disaster bestie, but how do you maximize its potential before disaster strikes? Here are my pro tips. Number 1, regular backups. iCloud, external hard drive, or whatever, back up your phone regularly. In a worst case scenario where your phone is damaged or lost, you'll still have your data and contacts to restore to a new device. Organize your apps. So create a disaster folder on your home screen. Put all your essential apps in there: maps, first aid, weather alerts, communication apps, etc. When chaos hits, you don't want to be swiping frantically looking for the Red Cross app. Tip 3, share your location selectively. Make sure your family or trusted contacts know how to use Share My Location on your iPhone. In an emergency, this can be vital for loved ones to track your whereabouts, especially if you get separated. Just make sure you only share it with people that you actually trust. Tip 4, optimize storage. Clear out unnecessary apps, photos, and videos to ensure your phone has plenty of space for offline maps, emergency documents, and uploaded entertainment. A full phone is a slow phone, and a slow phone is a frustrating phone when seconds count. Practice. No, seriously, play around with the offline map features. Practice activating SOS mode and familiarize yourself with your first aid app. The more comfortable you are with these tools before an emergency, the more effective you'll be during one. So there you have it, folks. The unsung hero of disaster preparedness hiding in plain sight right in your pocket. Now, while I'm not saying throw out your emergency blankets or dehydrated chili, that's pretty good eating, honestly. I am saying don't underestimate the power, versatility, and sheer convenience of your iPhone. It's a communication hub, a navigation device, a medical assistant, a library, a morale booster, all in one sleek package. So next time you're preparing for the unexpected, remember to not just charge your go bag, but charge your iPhone. So what do you think? Is your iPhone your secret weapon, or am I completely off my rocker? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more epic preparedness hacks and questionable humor, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Stay safe, stay smart, and keep those iPhones charged.